Growing up, I used to think that being fat was the worst thing ever and it would never benefit anything in my life. But now growing up and losing the weight and doing bodybuilding things, I realized that that shit was a blessing in disguise. I will always say going from skinny to built is way harder. And we're not talking about like built skinny. I'm talking about like skinny to the point where you don't have anything. Because when I was fat, all I had to do was add training into it. And I went from benching 95 pounds when I was 15 years old to 270 by the time that I was 17. I actually think it was probably after my 18th birthday, but still, like I was still eating food like crazy, but that's what made it easy for me. I never had to pound the calories, but while I was doing that, I was still gaining a pretty good amount of muscle. And one of the main things that people ask me in my DMs is, yo, I'm skinny fat. What am I supposed to do? I always say eat. If everybody just had a fat phase and they were training and going ape shit whenever they were fat as hell, not only would we be nicer to each other, but we would all look nuts. 3 years I trained without knowing what a calorie was. And then once I figured it out, I lost the weight. And now I get to reap the benefits of being a fat ass.